Hey film fans, my name is David. This is Film Collector Archive, and today we will be taking a look at the titles I picked up during the November 2023 Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion sale. So happy to have you with me as always, and I'm excited to show you a few titles that I picked up during this Barnes & Noble sale. Another sale is upon us. I can't believe we're in November, rounding out the year 2023. Halloween is behind us. We've got Thanksgiving to look forward to, and I'm just beside myself with how fast yet another year is going. But very excited that Barnes & Noble is continuing their sales with the July and November format. And of course, last month we had the Criterion 50% off flash sale on their website. I did not feature a video on, with that sale as the subject, but I did post over on Instagram. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, I'm Film Collector Archive over there, but I did post a picture of the one title that I picked up, and that was the Sidney Poitier directed Buck and the Preacher. He also stars here alongside Harry Belafonte, and very happy to pick up this title, but that was the one title I picked up during that sale. Now, this is kind of historic for me because I went to Barnes & Noble first day of this November sale and had 3 titles that I knew I wanted to grab. I was in and out of the store in about 5 or 10 minutes, and I think I'm done for the month. So this is kind of a record thing for me, just kind of amount of titles and amount of time that I spent in the store. We'll see as the month progresses. I know sometimes I'll kind of, pull some extra titles in, but if this is all that I get for the month, I am satisfied. I just don't have piles and piles of titles that I'm after these days. My collection is pretty close to exactly how I want it to be. With Criterion, there's not a lot of back catalog titles that I'm after. Mind you, there are a few, but nothing that's too pressing, that I get immediately. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you the 3 titles that I picked up, and we'll probably take a peek at each of these. Not like a formal unboxing video here, but just show you a little bit of the details with each of these editions. So first up, so we have 2 4Ks and we have 1 Blu-ray kind of collector set, box set. But first up, a film that for one reason or another I have never seen. This is Nicole Kidman in The Others. This is the new 4K release from 2001, 104-minute runtime on this. Really beautiful artwork, and in fact, let's just go ahead. I'm going to pull the plastic off of each of these and just take a brief kind of closer look and take a look at the essay booklets included inside here and just give you a good look. All right, if I can get the plastic off, there we go. All right, so there is the artwork, really beautiful artwork on the cover there, and there is the back. So this is spine number, I don't know no, that's probably, oh, there you go, 1195. And kind of the standard case here. So on the inside, so this is a dual, is it dual format or just dual disc? Yeah, so there is the 4K disc here, and then seated below that is the Blu-ray disc. And I think it might be the case where I'm not sure if the feature film is included on the Blu-ray disc as well. Anyways, yeah. But it is a 2-disc set. You get one 4K and one Blu-ray. And there is the pretty minimal artwork there behind, but cool nonetheless. And then we have our, this isn't a booklet, it's more like the kind of fold out leaflet kind of style, which I am admittedly not a big fan of. So yes, we've got sunlight here streaming in my window. I'm trying to have that be as little of an impact on this video as possible. Really beautiful artwork here. This would have made a really cool kind of a digipack style release, where they could have done some of those portraits that they have here kind of inside of the packaging. Something like that would have been cool, and then maybe a little bit more of a substantial booklet. But that is what's included here with the others. So we do get the 2 discs, which is nice. And then yeah, again, not sure if the feature film is on. Nope, there it is right there. So the Blu-ray does have the film and special features, so you do get the feature film on both discs, just FYI. Okay, so that is the others. And next up, so this is a digipack style release on a documentary that is currently streaming on Max, if I remember right. This is David Bowie in Moonage Daydream. This is a blind buy for me as well. 2 out of 3 of these releases, and even part of 3 is blind buy for me. But I love music documentaries. David Bowie is one of those figures that I'm really intrigued by. I don't know a tremendous amount about him though. I'm kind of more of a casual fan. Definitely respect his body of work, and I'm always really entertained when I have come across him in different films and whatnot. But really intriguing individual, and I think this is going to be a kind of a really deep documentary. And kind of bought this one off of yes, I could have easily streamed it and watched it beforehand. For whatever reason, I just had a good feeling on this one and just wanted to go straight away for the 4K release, so I can get the best presentation possible, and yeah, just had a good feeling about it. So really cool look here on the case. You can see you get the pinks and purples and kind of blues, kind of that space background there. And yeah, let's take the plastic off and get a little bit better of a look here. And this is a 4K UHD and Blu-ray combo edition, so they seem to be holding pretty well to the 4K releases being dual format, which is nice. So there's kind of a sheen, almost like a foil finish. You can kind of get a sense of that a little bit on screen there, but really, really neat looking. And then here's a more, you can go ahead and pause there, of course. And you see we do get the 4K and Blu-ray, Criterion, Neon, HBO. So a lot of organizations involved in this release. And then so this slides out, so that's really cool. I'm seeing this for the first time with you. I haven't seen any unboxings on this or anything. That's really neat. And then here on the inside, so we do get the dual format release. And looks like there's nothing, well, let's just make sure, I guess. Yeah, so nothing behind the, discs. And then you get Mr. Bowie there on the side. So Really cool. I like the pink. That's really striking. Okay, and then it looks like we might get kind of a poster. And I'm gonna be honest, this I like even less than the leaflet style that's in the others. But you do get a unique, cool looking poster there. And then on the other side, this is what I'm just not really a big fan of, is you get your essay kind of just spread out there. But I am definitely more of a fan of proper booklets or books that are included with a lot of the releases we're seeing these days. I think these are kind of bottom of the barrel for me, if I'm being totally honest. But that's okay. Okay, and then, I apologize. I'm going to go back on the others really quick and just kind of give you a brief idea of what's included in the extra features. So we get a new 4K digital restoration approved by director Alejandro Amenabar with Dolby Atmos soundtrack. You get the one 4K, one Blu-ray. The Blu-ray has the feature film and the special features, audio commentary featuring the director, new conversation between the director and film critic Pau Gomez, new making of program from Studio Canal UK featuring Amenabar, actors Nicole Kidman and Christopher Eccleston, and producer Fernando Bavera. Sorry if I'm butchering these names. Archival programs about the film's production, soundtrack, and visual effects, featuring interviews and footage recorded on the set, audition footage of actors Alakina Mann and James Bentley, and photography from The Book of the Dead, 7 deleted scenes, trailer, and then English subtitles, and then the essay included on the inside is by scholar Philip Horn. So sorry, I just wanted to give you those details. Now, moving back to Moonage Daydream, we get a 4K digital master. Now, of course, this film is from 2022, so this is a new release. And spine number on this one is 1192. How do they usually do that to get that in focus? 1192. 4K digital master supervised by writer, director, editor, producer Brett Morgan with Dolby Atmos and stereo soundtracks. One 4K of the film and then one Blu-ray with the film and special features, so same format as the others. Audio commentary featuring Morgan, Q&A with Morgan, filmmaker Mark Romanek, and musician Mike Garson at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Interview with recording mixers David Giamarco and Paul Massey. Previously unreleased 1974 live performance by David Bowie of Rock and Roll With Me, trailer and English subtitles. And then the essay included on the poster that I showed you is by critic Jonathan Romney, and a collectible poster insert, which is just the other side of that. And then, 2022 runtime of 134 minutes on this film. So very excited to watch this one and, explore the work of David Bowie and kind of getting to know him a little bit more. Okay, now the final item that I picked up here, this is one of their collector sets. So this is kind of a box set. This is 3 films. I know a lot of people are picking this up. In fact, same thing with the others and Moonage Daydream, but this is a really big release for Criterion, and this is Todd Browning's Sideshow Shockers. This, of course, features Freaks, which is kind of the main title here, but then you also get The Unknown and The Mystic. So 3 film set here, which is really cool. Freaks is a long-awaited release, kind of fell into obscurity, really hard to find, really hard to watch. And I did watch it fairly just recently and wasn't terribly taken with it on my first viewing. And then the film kind of sat with me after I watched it and really kind of after I had time to sit with it, I realized the impact that the film actually had on me. So I'm definitely looking forward to revisiting it. And I wanted to pick this up not only to watch the film again, but to dive in on the extras and, read the essays, everything that's included, as well as explore Browning's other, 2 other films here to kind of get more of an understanding of his work and kind of, of the film Freaks. So it, had an impact on me after, more so after I watched and kind of had time to sit with it. So that happens sometimes. It's incredible how, a film can speak to you after the fact, and, especially with repeat viewings, how your opinion and kind of view on a film can change. That's really kind of neat. But yeah, this is one of the collector's sets. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pull the plastic off here. And really cool looking set, I have to say. Love the design on this. Really all 3 here have beautiful cover designs. So this is a nice matte finish here. Love the design on that cover. There is the spine looking at the interior, and then there's the kind of the outer spine. Let me give you a look there at the back, and then you can pause that and take a look through, and I'll make mention as well here on camera of what's included. But this gets 1 spine number, so 3 films, 1 spine number, $11.94. I won't try and get that in focus again on the camera, but yeah, so this is a 2-disc. Well, let's take a look inside. So you pull that out. There's a list of the films included and the cover, so that's really neat. And then on the inside, so you get 2 discs. Freaks has its own disc, and then you get The Unknown and The Mystic on the 2nd disc. And you have this cool kind of carnival background, and then neat artwork on the discs as well. Okay, and then also included in here, so this is a more proper stapled booklet that we get included here. This is more what I'm into, but I love the design of this. Kind of, it's almost like an old beat up notebook. Yeah, so table of contents here. So we get Todd Browning's Ballyhoo art by Farron Smith Neme, and then notes about the restoration. So you do get the 1 essay, and just to give you an idea of kind of the format in here. So this is really cool. So there's credits there, and there is the start of the essay by Farron. And so really cool, kind of a sepia tone throughout, lots of dense text there, which is great. And then, kind of the end papers, if you will, they're on the back, that again, that kind of carnival style, which is at the beginning as well. So that is the booklet that's included. Now, for what's included here, so the films are from 1925 to 1932. Total runtime on all 3 films is 203 minutes. So that's not a long time for 3 films. So these are, shorter run times. Okay, so this is featuring a new 2K digital restoration of Freaks with uncompressed monaural soundtrack, new 2K digital restoration, new 2K digital reconstruction and restoration of The Unknown by the George Eastman Museum, with a new score by composer Philip Carley, and a new 2K digital restoration of The Mystic with a new score by composer Dean Hurley, audio commentaries on Freaks and The Unknown, and an introduction to The Mystic by film scholar David J. Schall. If you don't know the work of David J. Schall, he, in fact, I'm looking at right here on my shelf. He's a great author, a great source for the Universal monster movies, that type of thing. And he has a book that he published through TCM called Fright Favorites. Highly recommended if you like horror movies like I do. It's just a great read. Let me get back to where I was here. New interview with author Megan Abbott about director Todd Browning and pre-code horror. Pre-code, so we're looking at 1934 and before. That's kind of the pre-code era. Archival documentary on freaks. Episode from 2019 of critic Kristen Lopez's podcast Ticklish Business about disability representation in freaks. Reading by Skull, David J. Skull, of Spurs, the short story by Todd Robbins on which Freaks is based. That's really neat. Prologue to Freaks, which was added to the film in 1947. Program on the alternate endings to Freaks. Video gallery of portraits from Freaks. English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And an essay by the film critic Farron Smith Neme, which I went over earlier. So definitely a focus on freaks. That is kind of the main attraction, if you will, here in this set. But and then I like here on the top of the box, you also get a listing of the films. So really great, and during the sale, this is $35. Just crazy good deal for 3 films. So very happy to have this and just do a lot of research on the films included here. So very nice edition on Todd Browning's Sideshow Shockers. And in review again, we got Moonage Daydream here, the David Bowie documentary, and the others, which I'm excited to finally see. So I've seen, out of this stack here, I've seen Freaks. I have not seen The Mystic or The Unknown, nor have I Moonage Daydream or the others. So I have some work to do here on this stack, but excited to get these. Now, that went a lot longer than I wanted it to, which is usually the case with my videos. Sorry about that. Let me know in the comments what titles you've picked up during the sale, maybe what titles you plan on picking up. I know there's some releases coming out this month that are going to be very popular for the sale, especially Martin Scorsese's Mean Streets, which I believe is due out November 21st, if I remember right. So that's more near the end of the month, but definitely let me know if you're new to this channel and you like talking film, film collecting, if you like watching unboxing videos, that type of thing. I do invite you to hit the subscribe button, also the like button, and finally the bell icon. That will of course notify you in the future when I upload new videos. And until next time, I hope you're able to shop for a lot of great films and watch a lot of great films.